Hi everybody, today we're going to take a look at the Thundercats Classic Lion-O figure. This is from BanDai in 2011. This is the 8-inch version. There is also a 6-inch version that came out a little bit after. And the way you can spot that is the 6-inch version has the figure's mouth open in sort of a roar. But this one looked better to me, so I thought I'd give it a bash. As you can see, it comes in a nice window box. Something that I really do like, the fact that you can open it and you can put it back in the box. If it was on a card, you'd have stayed on the card. So there we've got 18 points of articulation, and the same in French, Spanish and German possibly. Lion-O and Leon-O. Check us out at BanDaiEurope.com. On the back of the box we can see that's this figure, Lion-O. There's the tiger figure, and that's Lion-O, Panthro and Mumra from the new cartoon, which I quite like the new cartoon, but I still prefer the older one. And these are 6 inches tall. Collect them all. You can see Lion-O doing his pose there. And some of the action features include Sword of Omens, dagger, claw shield and extra hands. There's the dagger, there's one of the hands. Roaring back into action, these highly detailed and articulated figures are based on the classic 1980s animated Thundercats series. And there's a nice picture of Lion-O there. And another one of him doing his little pose, create action poses. So that's the box. So we'll pop him out and have a close look at the figure. So inside the box, he comes in this nice little plastic tray. And you can see there's his two hands that you get spares. And there's the Sword of Omens. And that's the little dagger. And yeah, he's looks quite good. He does come twisty tied, but they're ones you have to cut off. Just pull him out, he's a little bit tight in there. Whoop, there goes one of the hands. So this is the figure, and I'll start by saying I wasn't expecting much, and this absolutely blew me away. This is fantastic. As you can see, he looks just like he did in the cartoon, which is great. He's super articulated, I'll go over that shortly. Got this nice claw shield there. Yeah, this is brilliant. I don't like that on the back though. Got a big C on his bum and a little number there. But I reckon a bit of lighter fuel and a cloth will get rid of that. I'm not going to though, because you can't see it from the front. As you can see, the sculpt of the figure is just incredible. Give you a close up of his face. Just look at that. That's fantastic. Look at those eyes. He looks just like the cartoon. In fact, he looks better than the cartoon. I can't believe how good this is. So we'll go over some of the bits. You might notice he's got this little thing flapping about there. That is just pegged in. Oop. Just like that. I'll show you what that's for. What we can do is take this claw shield and it pops off his arm. You can see the little peg where it attaches there. And what you can do is clip that into there. It's a little fiddly, or it does go in. Might be easier to do it that way, I think. No, it's not having it. There we go. So that clips in there. And what you're supposed to be able to do is hook that onto there. It doesn't stay on very well, I must admit, but it's good that they included it. So then we can take this hand. Now these just peg in with a little hole, but as these move it can be a little tricky. But they do go in eventually, he says. Yes, getting those hands in is a little bit tricky, I'll admit, but they do go in. And it doesn't feel like it's going to break or anything. So this bit just sort of hangs there. What you can also do is take this little dagger and that'll just slot in. Oop, and it's popped off again. So you can have it like it was in the cartoon. So he's carrying his claw shield and his dagger there. So that's one pose. But then we can take this hand, pop it off, and put in this hand. This is his hand for holding the swords. There we go, that's that one in. And while we're here, let's just get rid of that one. Oop. Stick this claw shield back on. Okay, so we've got the claw shield back in, and we've got his hand for holding weapons on now. And we can take the little sword of omens, and he can hold that in his hand. This is made of very, very soft plastic, but it does hold its shape quite well, so that's not too bad. Plus it's made of silver plastic, so you're not going to get the paint wear problems you had with the original. He does have slightly weak ankles, which is a little bit of a criticism, but it's not too bad. But we don't want to leave him like that. So then we can take this sword. This is the Sword of Omens. And this is just really cool. It does bend, but you can straighten it out quite nicely. And you need to sort of flex his hand to get this in. Ooh, that's tight. There we go. So now he's got his big sword. So there you go. There he is with his weapons on. We can stick this back on. He does have a little hole there, which if you leave that off you can see it. Yeah, doesn't look too bad like that. So let's take a look at his articulation, and there is tons of it on this figure. We'll start at the top. His head will turn, well, that is quite stiff. It's on a ball joint, and also there's a neck hinge there. Doesn't really look up very well, but he can certainly look down. Then we've got these arms. You've got a big ball joint there. You've got a twist there. You've got a hinge there. And you've got these hands on ball joints. You can see the flesh coloured pegs through there, which makes it look like he's got gloves on. But yeah, I suppose you can't have it all. But it does allow for some incredible posability on this. Then on the body, we've got a cut there for the torso, and we've got another one where the belt is. So you can do ab crunches and things. Then the legs, these come all the way out, move around, go forward, and just like the arms we've got a swivel. I do like the way this muscle here goes up over the top bit. Then the knees have actually got two joints in them, so they can bend all the way back or come forward. And it's quite well hidden, you can barely pick that up from the front. Then there we've got another joint there, that's just a twist. And these ankles, I know there's been a lot of complaints on the internet about these, but the pegs are still flesh coloured and you can sort of see them. But they do move up and down, and also you can tilt the feet. So yeah, he's very, very articulated. I mean, when you think the old Lion-O, you could do that, and you could do that, and that was it. Plus he didn't look anywhere near as good as this one. So yeah, moving into poses, you can't quite do the sight beyond sight. You can almost get there. And to hold it in both hands, to do his Thundercats Ho, you can just about make it like that. But yeah, you can do sort of an action pose. You can give the legs a bit of a bend, tilt the feet round. And what's great is he stays stood up. Now I'm all for a bit of posability, but quite often it hinders the balance on the figure and they just won't stand. So you spend most of your time trying to put it back in that one pose that it will do where it'll stand up. But this guy, you can do all sorts with him. You can just about have him crouching on the floor. He's still stood up, which is brilliant. So there you go. That's Lion-O, and seriously, this figure is well worth picking up. You can get them for about £15 on eBay at the moment, and just do it. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Any Thundercats fan will not be disappointed with this. I was just totally blown away. I couldn't put this down for the first 3 or 4 hours that I had it. It's just fantastic. So I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll expect you out to go and buy it. Just do it. Fantastic, fantastic toy. I can't praise it highly enough. So this has been Luke with Lion-O from the Thundercats Classic line, 8-inch figure. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. I certainly have. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
I'm speaking it all, I'm speaking